we are not in a simple business.
What is the next chapter of SnT?
SnT has consistently delivered strong performance.
The hardest part of working as a team is communication.
If they go for manual, they didn't scan the location, they just simply go and pick the item might go wrong too.
The basket is not scanning.
You see here, the green color is 2025. Maybe the end November, December, we try to manage 80.
Efficiency is the real challenge.
Accuracy isn't a metric, it's a promise.
See how we can gain an external perspective into our business.
This is what modern leadership is.
It's not an academic exercise.
This was a real business survival challenge.
In this business, every single parcel you miss out, you can have a sleepless night.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone for being here. We want to take this opportunity to see how we can gain an external perspective into our business.
Before I came into the factory today, I expected SnT to be what I see on TV and on videos, where it's a lot of products, a lot of shipments, a lot of manpower just sorting things out. But when I came here, I realized that this factory is very much personalized, and all the PICs are heavily involved in managing the warehouse.
It's kind of interesting to see how all this works in the real world, particularly what we've learned in class actually applies to the real world.
I haven't been in a warehouse for the longest time, and I expected it to be very full of machines and robotics and AI applications.
The system can detect any error. Is there any possible error other than using the system?
Yes. You mean when using the system?
Yeah.
Yes. Sometimes the workers can skip the process. That is why we have an SOP, okay? How we do that. So for example, when an item is being picked, they will need to scan each location and each SKU. If they go for manual, they didn't scan the location, they just simply go and pick the item might go wrong too.
See any improvements or like?
I do have. You see here, the green color is 2025. The orange color is 2024. So 64, 68, and maybe the end November, December, we try to manage 80.
It was a pure discovery day, trying to understand what are all of the baseline assumptions that are in place and challenging each of those one by one to really understand the root cause of the problems that this company has brought forth for us to evaluate.
We kind of learned a lot of new things about SnT as a company, starting with its operations. When we went to the warehouse floor, how exactly things are done there, and then we also figured out certain key aspects of customer satisfaction and customer engagement, how exactly those are segmented based on the customer's needs and requirements.
The hardest part of working as a team is communication, because we all have different way of communicating.
Maybe it's perhaps asking how much of their orders that they fulfill are actually last minute.
He mentioned about manual QC.
Yes.
What conflicting information are you talking about?
There was one of them. We're going to go through.
A lot of the times we realize we're talking about the same problem but in different ways. So it's nice to actually have open conversation and be able to talk about the same problem and prioritize what's more important to our problem statement right now.
We have a lawyer, we have a doctor, I'm an accountant, and we have a person from government sector as well. So it's a mix of all. We have divided our work in sort of a way that we feel comfortable with handling, but this is something new.
We have yet to be able to actually put a foot down on a specific approach. It has always been exploiting and exploring ideas on how to leverage AI and the reality of implementing AI in SnT Global Logistics.
Okay, bring it with me. How am I supposed to do it?
Being in an inventory space, we have practiced a lot of our lessons from operations management in trying to figure out like how do we want to minimize human error and also how do we want to improve governance within the warehousing system. On your marks, get set and go.
Which location?
Yeah, no. The basket is not scanning.
Reload, yeah? Because his basket is not scanning.
Hey, that doesn't count to my time, huh?
Okay.
Oh. Okay, again. Ah, there you go. Okay.
Okay, I will remove 1 minute. Go.
Okay, thank you.
As well.
1-0.
Okay.
Or cancel order. Okay. Yes. All right.
Sometimes you just don't, you just assume that everyone knows unless you have to troubleshoot. Only when mistakes were happening, then we tell them this is what you should do. But if we include that in the video, that will save everyone a lot of time because the theory is already there.
The customers expect different kinds of customization for their logistics. Some customers want big, bulky objects. Some customers want packaging or value-added services, and all of them are different. So if customer service is not there in the first place, then it is actually quite difficult to differentiate yourself in the market.
We've noticed a few things. Even now, as we're standing here, there's boxes probably where they shouldn't be, temporary storage issues. But I'll tell you one thing we did. We kind of stepped off the track of the tour a little bit. And we sat on a high perch and looked down over the loading bay where the inbound materials were coming off the trucks.
Just working off that table, we kind of figured out, based on our experiments here, how long does it take to do QC on certain items. His jobs take 2 to 3 minutes. Dresses take about 5 minutes, and we just kind of put all that in, did some weighted averages and all this other fun spreadsheet stuff. Spreadsheet stuff. We had AI run some simulations, but we came out with all these different things that could potentially have. I mean, if you were able to do this, you could potentially have a lot more.
When it comes to logistics, you have such a high volume of parcels moving in, out. You will have, at the very least, some complaints or mostly queries. So if you're not able to sort these things properly, categorize it, you're going to have double, sometimes even triple work.
How to play, how to win, and what capabilities can be enhanced by SnT Logistics to stay premium in the market.
So you need to have a good way to sort these things out as a first step before moving on to resolution. Technically word of mouth marketing, and it could generate more sales. Generally, it's a positive all-rounding.
It's now day 4. The students have done a really good job of coming up with interesting problem statements. They have done a deep dive into understanding the kind of root cause for why these issues are happening, and they're now starting to come up with solutions or some countermeasures that they think can help address some of the problems at SnT.
We are looking into how to make manpower more efficient. What have we found so far, or what is our take on the problem? And we think it's the centralization of the processes which can help in better manpower utilization and therefore bring down the cost for the facilities overall.
Having an automated communication system in which they are currently using, because speed is one of the important factor in this industry where customers are looking at how fast that their logistic provider can respond to their asked question.
In an inbound condition, the quality control is the main thing for these companies. They do it a lot and the clients require it a lot. It's based on that, so the customer who actually receives the good is assuming that this company did the quality control. So in this current world, in this current scenario, I think this isn't.
One good thing of this practicum is that it's real life experiences and application. A lot of the time in class, we just see, oh, you could do this, you could do that, based on mathematical or theories and stuff. But here we could see the real problem and see what they're facing and what we can do to solve it, and also constrain our potential solution to what is available rather than everything else that's available on the internet.
It is eye-opening and it helps you put what you've learned in class into action. It's all about action learning. It's a very engaging and challenging experience.
We learned in this practicum that a majority, more than half of the cost this company incurs is actually from HR-related costs. So this is a major investment for any organization, particularly this one.
Over the last week, they definitely delivered above and beyond.
So having been here, the students, I think, have gotten great exposure to maybe industries outside of what they're used to.
And they've come up with incredible presentations. They did such a stellar, amazing job at first thinking of great ideas, great solutions, and conveying those ideas to the host company.
So 20 years of operational excellence deserves a brand presence that can reflect where SnT wants to be next. So this is not just a random good timing for a brand outlet, it is the right timing. We propose, we absorb omnichannel complexity to enable growing lifestyle brands to scale with agility. Every word is intentional.
I think our team definitely delivered what SnT was looking for because we had a very clear indication of what their pain point was. We tested it with a POC, everyone was happy with it, and we looked at the costing to see how viable it was, how they can scale it up. So definitely a practical and achievable thing moving forward.
So the recommendation that we have come up with is making use of any messaging application, be it WhatsApp by way of WhatsApp Business or a free application like Telegram, and making use of its API, which is an application programming interface which acts as a bridge to connect systems that don't talk to one another. And this will be done to make important and actionable messages stand out consistently. What I will do, I will just press this button, send, and I would like you to draw all of your attention to line 55.
One of the things that was requested from us by the SnT team was to challenge their assumptions. And that was something that was of particular relevance to the problem statement that my team was assigned. It really turned out that we were able to identify that what they thought was the problem may not actually be the problem at all. So it's an important step towards being able to fully confirm a root cause to then address it. So yes, I think they walked away maybe with something a little better than what they wanted.
To be honest, it's a lot of learning journey. Something new I learned or unexpected. It might be time management rigorous, but most of the skill I'm taking out of this is actually soft skill, how to communicate with different people across different culture, working with different teammates. I think those are skills that you can't learn off a textbook.
SnT has consistently delivered strong performance, which has clearly linked to measurable business impact for clients.
So the practicum week just ended. I believe a lot of us look forward to bringing more value from what we learn in theory and practice and balancing them both.
I think the solutions and the presentations from the students were very practical and applicable. They were very insightful. They revealed some of our blind spots and things that we were not focusing on. So I think it was a great presentation by them. We are able to take it back and apply it into our business.
The presentation by the students at the end of the project was very impressive, and I believe both the students and also the SnT itself benefited very much from the findings in addressing a lot of the pain points, and they took from pain to all the way to solutions. Some of the areas were also unexpected, but it was good.